So this is basically me talking about several of these belts that I've owned for some years. Now, they're not like dress belts. I just use it to wear my Levi's or whatever, hold my jeans up. Now this one was one of my favorites. You can see I bought this in a thrift shop like back in the 80s. And here it was too long, so I cut the end off and I drilled some holes to sort of make it work. This was one of my favorite belts. It's solid leather. And you can see it comes all the way down here. And the reason it failed is there was kind of a stamped steel hasp on the end. And also these rivets started coming out, and the end result was it just sort of fell apart. But to give you an idea of what's going on here, that says 0.14. That's like 1/8 of an inch, you know, a little over 1/8 of an inch thick. And how wide is it? It's 1.37 inches wide, almost 1.5 inches wide. But this one, my gosh, I bought it used in a thrift shop for $5 or $6 in the 80s, and I think it lasted me up into 2000 something, late 80s. It lasted me up to 2000 something. So, you know, that's 10 or 12 years of use. I never really had a problem with it. And then I bought this one. This one, you can see it's stitched together from multiple pieces. I think that's what that, oh, I see what it is. This is, the upper part is solid leather, and the lower part is kind of a felt type or cloth type material. And you can see it's cracking here. It's cracking and falling apart. The holes are oblong. It's not got much time left in this world. Come down to the far end and you can see when they assemble it, they take, finally figured out which way it goes. They stitch it all together, and you can see here's that material on the top. Oh, so it's a material on the top followed by, what is that, fake leather or is that real leather? I can't tell, but it probably asbestos. Anyway, it's all stitched together here, and that failed. There are no rivets or anything, it's all stitching. At least this hasp more or less held together. I don't think this one lasted me more than a couple of years, and I bought it new at a box store, probably for $20. This one, you can see the material it's similar to the last one. It's multiple layers stitched together, and I'm not even sure that's leather there. And this hole, it just completely fell apart. This one, I don't even think it lasted me maybe a little over a year. The rest of it's in pretty good shape. It just completely fell apart where it kind of knits together there. 1, 2, 3. Now we get to the good stuff here. So it looks like someone's already been in here. This is from Andy's Leather on Hidden Lake Parkway in Nebo, North Carolina. That's everything in the bag. Yeah, there's a thank you note. Andy's Leather, www.andysleather.com. The Scout Rifle Forum, www.scoutrifle.org. I did notice a lot of his leather is custom made for militaria and you know, things like pistols and rifles or whatnot. And thank you for your order. It's signed. This is an extra I didn't ask for. It's a coaster. It's got andysleather.com with his little mark on it. Andy Langlois Maker USA. I think it's Langlois. And here, the piece of resistance. I asked for gold. Look at this. Look at this beast. Wow. The other ones, look at this stuff. This stuff's 0.14 inches. They were all about 1/8 of an inch. This beast measures out at over 2/10 of an inch. Look at those beautiful, and you know, this up here, this isn't stitching, it's a crease. It looks like it's been put in by a machine. I don't really know anything about leather working. But here you can see these beautiful holes have been punched by a machine of some sort. Really nice work. When we get down to the business end. Now look at these two rivets. You know, they're not stamped in. They're put in with a machine. I could in theory take this apart and put my own hasp in the end, and that would be kind of cool. Here it is, Andy Langlois Maker USA, andysleather.com. I have no idea how to pronounce that last name. But here you can see it's sort of like rivets, but it's actually screwed together, so you could change it if you want. And what a beast. I'm telling you. I think this is going to last longer than any belt I've ever bought. And if you think about it, what did I pay? I mean, 20, 25, $45 for all this. I think I paid $57 delivered for this with the shipping charges. I have a feeling that's never going to fail me. And, you know, it's just, the quality is much higher than anything there. I'm pleasantly surprised, and I kind of look forward to wearing this. I was a little bit interested in how people size a belt when you buy one mail order. You know, it measures from this hinge here, and then you measure all the way to the center hole. Now this has 7 holes, but I think I've heard you see that vary a little bit. But to the center hole, that should be your waist measurement. From the hinge point to that center hole. And I'm 38. I have a 38-inch waist right now because I'm getting old and fat.
What is that, Private Pile?
Sir, jelly donuts, sir!
A jelly donut?
Sir, yes, sir!
How did it get here?
Sir, I took it from the mess hall, sir!
Is chow allowed in the barracks, Private Pile?
Sir, no, sir!
Are you allowed to eat jelly donuts, Private Pile?
Sir, no, sir!
And why not, Private Pile?
Sir, because I'm too heavy, sir!
Because you are a disgusting fat body, Private Pile!
Sir, yes, sir!
So anyway, I thought you would kind of enjoy that, and I know I'm pretty excited to show off this new belt with my fashionable jeans and everything for the next, I don't know, 20, 30 years. I do have a couple of dress belts, but I keep them with my one good suit. I have one really nice suit I had made in Los Angeles a while ago. Wool, it's really nice. Anyway, I won't be wearing this with it. But that's about it, and I hope this is interesting for somebody. I know it's exciting for me. Look at that. Really cool. andysleather.com. Oh, and what's my relationship? Do I have any relationship with Andy's Leather? Well, yeah, I do. My dad had been to China a couple of times in the last 20 or 30 years trying to drum up business. And some of these Chinese fellas that he met. A couple of them emailed me over the years. One of them asked me a couple of years ago when people were hot and heavy with these China-U.S. trade talks. Apparently President Xi of China had asked a lot of businessmen, what would it take for you to open up some shops in the U.S. to get this trade relationship cleared up? So they reached out to everybody they know. One of them had asked me and said, I really like leather and leather products. I think they're very stylish. Do you know anyone who can make leather, or anyone who has a shop for sale? So I started looking around online, because a lot of these folks are older and they don't use Google or the internet too much. And I spotted several of these custom leather shops online around the U.S. and I asked them, I said, do you have any input for these guys? What if they wanted to open up a shop or invest in some new facilities? And I think one fellow sent me a link to a shop in California that was for sale. It had several craftsmen in it, craftspersons, and there was that one. And then Andy sent me an email, and he chatted with the guy a little bit, but he found out that there was really he's kind of the sort of guy that says, well, if you want to start a business, let's get rolling. But this was just exploratory stuff. So they traded a few emails, and I don't really think anything happened with it. I think they asked me again several months later, and I think Andy talked to him again and said, well, I can always look around and talk to some people, but we'd have to establish some sort of business relationship. And I think it kind of went quiet after that. So who knows? Who knows what can happen when you're really good at making things? And I think Andy's really good at making these leather products. I don't think you could go wrong. That's about it. Talk to you later. Bye. How do I pronounce Langlois?
Langlois.
Again.
Langlois.
One more time.
Langlois.
Please.
Langlois.
All right, that's enough.
Langlois.
Stop.
Langlois.
Please, Google, stop telling me how to say Langlois.
Langlois.
Hello?
Langlois.